I read it. But I must necessarily read it in order that I can follow a bit of David. Even that expresses a certain culture. Every dance, every mouth, and especially in regard to love in all its shades. All emotions are contained in this. Conveniently, I put it Petrarch and Lara, Krishna and Mira, because these two names you know. The students of literature, Petrarch and sonnets of love, or Astapel and Stella, or students of literature, they may know. It's not that we in Tamil don't have. We have many. Almost several lyrics, silly lyrics are so beautiful. Bordering on kids here. எந்த வரி எடுத்தாலும் அது அவ்வளவு சொல்றது. So the scoping to be done on the culture which we want to call English culture is going to be a great task, perhaps a hard task. You have to be either with angel or with man. I am none of it. But the next generation is erudite. You all seem to be angels to me. But I am talking about the devilry of the language. The devil and the destroyer is English. What a paradox. A seasoned English professor, a Uruga in English professor, is supposed to pickle, well kept or ill kept, I don't know. Maybe to your taste or not. I tell you, English is our Saturn. By Saturn I do not derogate it. That is the need. That is where you start. Because the language has percolated, entered into us, into our psyche, into the framing of our thinking, into our imagination, whether primary or secondary. Secondary does not mean something inferior to primary. Because as we know, secondary school is from primary to secondary, and then higher secondary. That is how it goes. In everything, this language is constantly culturing, pandemically fast. Right now, 5 or 6 words are entering into Oxford lexicon every second. Maybe Tamil word. Maybe a Tamil word even. And we do our little bit to see that many Tamil words are recognized by Oxford Dictionary as part of their own repertoire, in future to be transferred to every part of the world. Like as a common air bathing the globe, English is bathing the globe. Therefore, constant culture is possible. You need a certain humid atmosphere. That is why you use the metaphoric bathing. தெரிஞ்சோ தெரியாமலோ இந்த உலகம் ஆங்கில அபிஷேக பிரியையாகவோ பிரியனாகவோ மாறிவிட்டது. தப்பு தவறுனா கூட பேசலாம், தப்பு தவறு இல்லை. ஆனால் இங்கிலீஷில் 2 வாரத்தை கலக்காம பேசுறது அவ்வளவு கடினமாக போயிடும். மீறி நீங்கள் பேசினாலும் உங்களுடைய வேர்ட்ஸ் அவங்க எடுத்துட்டு they will reshape it. They will give a different phonemic dimension to already established examples are like Coleron and Cameron. குமரின்னு சொல்ல முடியாதா? And Kumari suddenly means the name of a baby girl. No. Let's call it Kamari. அவனுக்கு எவ்வளோ கேயு அந்த சவுண்ட் இருக்கு phonetics. And she said David Jones அந்த காலம் இப்போ நிறைய வந்துடுச்சு. கேயு சவுண்டுக்கு அந்த சவுண்ட் வரது இல்லையா? பாரதி காணி நீளம் வேண்டும்னு ஒரு பாட்டு எழுதியிருக்காரு. இட்ஸ் a very popular song. Because I am speaking about the horizon of culture, I allude to this. The காணி இதுக்கு என்ன பொருள்? As a translator, as a comparativist. Now with the little knowledge of Tamil, which of course beggars description for its littleness. எனக்கு அவ்வளவு தமிழ் தெரியாத, I entered Tamil very late in my life, in my 40th year. And he knows, my dear student, you're in working in mass current? He knows, this காணி என்ன பொருளா இருக்கும்? There was an argument between me and my professor. He used to consult me. I was usually described as a Sishu Sankaranarayan. In those days when I was hardly 30 or 35, and nearing 40, even less than that. Though they called me a Sishu, they used to take my advice by translating. What's your opinion? Tell me. Professor wrote, this is mentioned translation and therefore I give you this example. An acre of land I named, an acre of arable land. Kani Nilam and Parashakti, an acre of land. I told my professor, sir, you have oftentimes while you gave us lectures in those days in room number 37 of this college, in the first floor, you use the word acre along with strange collocation, God's acre. God's acre simply means in the bhumi, எல்லாமே ருத்ர பூமி தான். Every place is a kind of a community. தோண்டி பார்த்தா ஏதாவது ஒன்று கிடைக்கும், முதல்ல போயிட்டே இருக்கும். God seeker போட்டிருக்கேன் சார், அது God seeker உள்ள ஏக்கர் காம்பினேஷன், collocation. Why should you use that word acre, sir? Can't you change it? Moreover, the word acre simply means an area. It's a measurement. It's a kind of a unit to help a measurement. That's all. Unit வேற, measurement வேற. Measurement என்னுடைய convenience. எனக்கும் ஒரு முழம், குழந்தை கையாலையும் ஒரு முழம், அவ்வளோதான். ஸோ மெஷர்மெண்ட் இஸ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட். ஏக்கரை போட்டுட்டாரு சார், வேற ஏதாவது சொல்லக்கூடாது. என்ன சொல்றேன்? செஞ்ச பிளான் போடுங்க. 10-12 தென்னை மரம்னு சொல்கிறான், அது வைக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு சென்ட்டு போகும். ஒரு கிணறு வேணும்னு சொல்கிறான், 10-12 தென்னை மரம் பக்கத்தில் வேணும். முத்துச்சுடர் போலே நிலா ஒளி முன்பு வரணும். இவர் வரதுக்கு முன்னாலே அது ப்ரெசென்ட்டாக உட்காந்துருக்கணும் உங்களை மாதிரி. I don't mean any offense, but this is how the great assembly takes place. 10-12 தென்னை மரம், ஒரு சின்ன கிணறு, ஒரு செட்டு போருமே. செட்டப் பிளான் என்னடா செட்டு? ஏக்கர் ஆஃப் பிளான். Obedience is virtue. Disobedience is sin. I learned it from my professor. I obey. But when it comes to my translating it, with that note, I translate. அதையும் சொல்கிறேன். And then I went beyond that. It is here culture comes into force. Professor Seshadri hailed from a place called Kadayam, far in south, internally later of states. पुकार मारे भारत की कुक आगम भारत की कुक एवढे भारतीय माणसाला लवर पराशक्ती அவருடைய மத டாக்டர் ருது அடைஞ்சது கூட பராசக்தி வந்ததாகத்தான் எழுதியிருக்கிறார் ஒரு கல்வி. அங்கெல்லாம் காடின்னு சொன்னால் வித் கிரேட் ரெஸ்பெக்ட், ஒன்றும் தப்பு இல்லை. The property is properly the property of the women. Men don't matter. Property-na பெண்கள் தான். It's better to be unproperty. ஒன்றும் இல்லாமல் இருக்கிறது நல்லது. So when a woman comes, she must come with எங்கள் வீட்டில் 2 தேங்காய், எங்கள் கொல்லையில் 2 காய், ஒரு சின்ன காடை, நீங்கள் வாங்க நான் அழைச்சிட்டு போகிறேன். பேரிங் இதெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப ப்ராஸ்பெக்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் நிறைய இருக்கு. ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு ரெஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் இட். நான் இந்த கருத்தை சொல்கிறேன். In places like far south and also parts of Tanjore district, in 20th century and 19th century, இதுவரை எனக்கு தெரியும், by virtue of transference through orally, my party, granny, that is how I learned. மஞ்சள் காணின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. I don't know whether you know this. Manjal is an auspicious thing. The Kani or a piece of land or a cent of land, you don't need to say it's an arable land. Every land is arable. It's up to you to make it arable. So days were when this particular phrase was in vogue, Bharati very carefully took the second half of that particular phrase, Manjal Kani, and then made this demand, Parashakti Kani Nalaman. Not after earth, not after land, not that he is going to cultivate, but he wants everything already ready-made. Manjal Kani. So it's something very auspicious. Manjal, normal turmeric. But you are an erudite generation, many of you might have known the exact word. You call it kurkumara. Kurkumara is C-U-R-C-U-M-A-R-E. I tell you this because Kurkumara has the sound C-U, ku, Kumara, the sound ma. So it could have been quite possible for the Englishman to name it Kumari. But he didn't do that. He made it Kamari. To justify my argument, I labored so much, perhaps delivered nothing. So much despair. There is one area which is very vast, that is literature. English literature is a very vast thing. In literature written in English, even I am creating literature, all of you do create. Some of you can write better poems. You translate any poem from any unknown language and reserve it. பக்கத்து கடையில் நல்ல பரோட்டா வாங்கி எங்கள் கடையில் ஒரு பிளேட்டில் சர்வ் பண்ணிவிடுவோம் நாங்கள். translator, they do this. All translations become translations of translations of translations of translations, starting from up to Vedas. The Nobel laureates are afraid of this. And today, on this Guruvar, Google is, you can verify everything. Every word I speak, you can verify and you will find it for yourself in your own way. So in spite of the fact that they had all these sounds in them, they willfully named it with a different sound in order to English it. They say, I English it. My name can be English. Silver tongue, within quotes, cannot be English further. Silver tongue is silver tongue. But our parents English panni paakalam. Like as an Englishman would try to spell out that Sankaranarayan, you may. So much for culture. When it comes to language, literature, all literature is language. The English sound more widely. Whether they deal with paradoxes, I don't know how many math students are here. Every notation, they have the maximum compression and therefore they are poetic. It is often said in English, all your poetry is nothing. Pity. Utterance. The entire meaning must thicken into a small capsule form of sound. What is really the writer should be? That was the reason why, after years of writing in Latin, a lot of his life he has scripted away in Latin. John BrillThrill. It is so with many writers. We have African, the Thompson, modern poets, the African snowballs for our time, like my brother. All these people devoted a large part of their life to learning languages which are more European than English, but less European than English. Say a little advanced, a little beyond your immediate grasp. But a child's grasp, so learning about it must exceed its grasp, or what is heaven form. But a child's reach must exceed its grasp. You can tell your mother. I think it is a need to go to the Asia. You know, go to bed. What is heaven for? It is not heaven written. என்பதற்காகவே மில்டனுடைய ஒரு பாடல் இந்த லைனை ஞாபகம். If answerable style I can obtain of my celestial patroness who brings a nightly visitation, அதிகப்போ நான் கேட்கவல்லவா அவன் நினைச்சா வந்துடுறான். நினைத்தேன் வந்தா இன்னொரு பாட்டு ஞாபகம். Very old song. For an old person who read a lot of old English in Anna University. Old English அதிகமாக யாருக்கும் தெரியாது. கொஞ்சம் ரூட் தெரிஞ்சால் ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக இருக்கும். And dictates to me slumbering, நானும் தூங்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். Slumber. Dictates to me slumbering, inspires easy my unpremeditated words. மில்டானிக்கா லெக்சர் கொண்டு போகாதீங்க. என்று சுருக்கமாக சொல்லுங்க. Poetry is in the beginning. ஆனால் மில்டனால முடியும். Milton used to hardly 2,000 words, but he was very difficult. Shakespeare used to 10,000 words, but he was pretty easy. The sun is daily new and old. I am telling what is told. The sun is daily new and old. I am telling what it is. I am spending what is spent. I am dressing old in new. Nothing new under the sun, no fabulous shape. I am the Krishna story time. That may be the exclamation of many. சார் ஒரு மணி நேரம் பேசுகிறாங்க விசுவாசம் பார்க்குறீங்களா காணின்னு ஒரு வார்த்தை வச்சு ரொம்ப பேசுகிறேன். That Majalkani usage was so auspicious that has to be somehow captured in English. Therefore, the exclusive responsibility of the translator to see the true intent of the writer and somehow bring it out, bring it forward, and serve it on the plate. அப்போ சினாஸ்டட்டிக்காக அந்த ஃபீலிங் கிடைக்கும். The moment you see the sweet term what is and the delicious salt and sugar is up, you go to the thing. Someone sells you what? You can never bottle English. You can bottle any element. There is one difficulty with this language. The difficulty is our cult. We have within us an urge to practice a cult for the difficult. This is customer education. Was it not Paidi, a great historian, who made a perceptive remark that his entire life is a constant challenge and response. The teacher challenges, the student responds, and the response in turn becomes another challenge for the teacher, and he responds. And this is how the dialogue builds up. Method of address dialogue is one of the greatest dialogues in the world. In the dialogic way, in the budget, Finland and Arabia, British, even Russian, British spaceship. Ultimately, the language is necessarily functional, either literarily or linguistically or culturally, minimum two. Or at least there should be one within your own. That is the spiritual life and a specular eye. Even as I use the word I, my eye is sigma V. உங்க எல்லா சார்பாவும் நான் பேசுறதா நினைச்சுங்க. My eye is sigma. Sigma is summing. A total. Very serious. Sigma V, assemble here, or going to assemble here on several occasions like this in course of time in the long history of this great Cambridge. I do not know if I have exceeded my time. So I caution you with the hope of finding new venues, the so-called new venues which you call parisons, piously, with devoutment or devotion, with great prayers. We used to call orisons. A prayer is in advance you give an act, it's an act of thanks first. முதல்லையே நன்றி தெரிவிக்கணும். A prayer in essence is first thanking. முதல்ல thanks சொல்லணும். Then you pray for something. And what you can pray for At its maximum is the minimum most. Another bedroom. And at a the small thing you asked for, finally praise. So you need an abstract agent in the name of faith for which you need to have a style, and that style is prayer. If answer of style I cannot tell. And these lines are there in book 9 of Paradise Lost. Paradise is not lost. You see? Because of the feeling as well. Style of faith, how they go together. So with the prayer, you proceed. You may find at least even horizons. Circular feeble line. Are you good from there? You know, literature available. Literature in the making. You don't go with Nobel Prizes and all that. Lawrence could not get a Nobel Prize. What about James Joyce? The vocabulary, the diction of every word is a mantra. Mantra is manaha grayate iti mantra tam mantram. That which controls your manam or mind is mantra. This is what we were taught by one P.R. Srishad is now than here, long ago, in room number 16, getting reconstructed somewhere here. Manada kattukodtam. Surkad mantra shakti badaitave. Antramna have. Mantra, yantra, tantra should we have. Not take out a name. I will put a test and a 3. Tantra is technique. My teacher taught all the technique of speaking. Your teacher, Amari we equip our teachers. The influence of a teacher is so strong, provided there is so much of an attention and listening to him, like as you are now listening to me. Perhaps the transmission line cut off more than an anecdote. I'm sorry to be bilingual because I ought to reach everyone here. Also, it's not possible. Finally, with the nursery rhyme, in sheer wonderment, I applaud you all with the blessings of great professors and doctors, doctors and doctors. To all the professors and doctors and professors and professors and doctors in the making, with one line of wonderment, which is nursery. How I wonder